Greetings, dear friends. It's been a while since I've spoken to you. The other day I decided to try a new creative outlet. Resin really blew me away. I've been using it for over a year. And plaster is also a great craft. But I love learning new things, and naturally, I couldn't resist. I prepared 2 tubes. I'd been keeping them for a long time. Greetings, dear friends. It's been a while since I've spoken to you. The other day I decided to try a new creative outlet. Resin really blew me away. I've been using it for over a year. And plaster is also a great craft. But I love learning new things, and naturally, I couldn't resist. I prepared 2 tubes. I'd been keeping them for a long time. Next, you need to process the blanks, since after the saw they don't look very good. I use sandpaper or 320 grit sandpaper and remove all the unevenness and burrs from both sides. By the way, pressed cardboard sands very well. I prepared 20 centimeters wooden skewers. As I mentioned earlier, this is my first time doing this. My advice: be careful with hot glue. I burn myself on it constantly. Apply a drop of glue to the first skewers and place them in a circle, space 1 to 1.5 centimeters apart. It took me a long time to make the first one, but then things went very quickly. This organizer took me 2 days to complete. As I'm a mother of 3 children, a housework, and I'm constantly distracted, I think it's quite possible to make such a stand in an evening on average. We glue skewers onto all the pieces. And glue the first row of jute twine. I used a skein of 2 mm thick thread. We'll be weaving with 3 strands. We don't weave the first row, but rather secure our skewers in a circle, otherwise they'll fall off while weaving. Then we start weaving every other row. The first few rows are a bit awkward to weave. Then things go much faster. All the tubes need to be covered with skewers in a circle and then weaved. By the way, I learned from my own experience that it's better to periodically glue the thread while weaving. Otherwise, your entire weave will wobble. It's a shame that you put so much effort into it, only to have it unravel. By the way, since the skewers are longer than the tube, you can't cut them with scissors. So I borrowed some nippers from my cats. I think they don't mind. And by the way, I easily removed the excess. We don't throw away anything that's left over, pieces or leftover thread. They'll come in handy. And also, when we finish weaving, be sure to glue the row in a circle so that the product does not unravel. Since I sometimes paint, I have decorative paint in different shades. I chose beige to coat the inside of the cylinders. However, this paint isn't particularly durable and washes off easily with water. Therefore, I'll use acrylic gloss varnish to ensure the durability and longevity of my piece. I glued 6mm thick jute twine along the edge of the future organizer. I cut the pieces I needed in advance, but it's not very convenient because it unravels and crumbles. A lighter and glue didn't help, so I secured it as best I could. Now I need to glue the pieces together, deciding in advance how they should be positioned. For strength, I glue the joints. Will be sure to cover them with jute later. Next, we'll make the bottom. Oh, how I struggled with that. I spent a long time thinking about whether to make it out of fabric or thread. I attached the template and cut it out to the size I needed. I finally decided to paint it the same color as the inner template and varnish it. But since I glued the cardboard together in 2 layers, I needed to cover up the unsightly spots. I also stitched the bottom in 2 rows. As decoration, I made 3 bows from the remaining thread, decorating them with small beads. Well, what I want to say is, I'm happy with my organizer, and most importantly, it holds everything I need for my work. I like this type of creativity and have some ideas, so I think it's worth continuing. What do you think? Because your opinion is very important to me. Thank you for watching. See you later, my dears.